What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Biscuit.
I'm still Lewis.
Right, because he didn't want to come up with a name. Um, and welcome back to another installment of Biscuit Rambles. Because you know what? We're gonna go down this route. Okay, so today, just to be a little bit more off topic, I brought the concept of what 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 are some things that we would as a society or in just like as people would have to accept, or some rules or some laws or some things that would be in place if Pokemon were real, using a lot of the stuff that's going on today, um, or current, um, just as a discussion.
So, I think he thought a little bit too hard about this because I'm not that much of a hard thinker. So I can only think of a couple of base level stuff.
Okay, so since you have like the base and stuff, like, yeah, I just want to see where you're coming from. Go ahead with your first one.
Okay, so let's say Pokemon were real, there would be no Earth.
There'll be no what?
There would be no planet. Right off the bat, you got Slugma walking around.
You went right for the Macargo thing, right for the Macargo straight off the bat, like
Right off the bat.
I'll accept that. I'll
Right off
accept
the
that
bat.
because I thought I knew that was gonna come up eventually. But we're thinking along the lines of, okay, so Macargo isn't that bad.
Let's say the cargo is that bad, but it can control its temperature.
Yes.
So instead of being 10 million degrees or whatever it says in Pokedex, regular fire type temperature, whatever that would be. So it would still be a pretty bad world because you would have all these bad type Pokemon like Hypno randomly going into people's houses, abducting the children.
Wait, before you jump to it, I wanted to piggyback real quick off the fire types. Like, my thought process was, and was my initial thought process. Like if fire Pokemon, if Pokemon were real fire types, especially particularly the ones with like external flames and stuff, like your Charmanders, you know what I mean? I would assume that there'd be some kind of like licensing or like or just some kind of law in place, like how we have the Second Amendment type stuff. You know what I mean?
You need a permit in order to have a
Yeah,
fire
you need a
type.
permit to have a fire type, and like all the like just like a whole bunch of government red tape and stuff, and it would be like owning a gun, and it'd be like this whole like prejudice and bias thing about oh, we shouldn't discriminate their fire types. All fire
Take
types
away
are
our fires.
take away our fire type, and then the other side would be like, listen, we understand. Like, look, it's a stereotype, but hey, it's a stereotype of something real. Like fire Pokemon can cause large amounts of destruction and stuff because of being so. I mean, not that it's the only type of Pokemon that could do that, but they would like if the commonality in it is like you can just Cyndaquils and Charmanders, just everywhere. The implication would be like somebody's gonna just like roll on like go into a department store, just all the clothes just immediately up in flames.
What's the city in Lumio City? The $10 million clothes.
You're gonna have to pay for that. Just stuff like that. That's what
You can't give little Timmy a fire type Pokemon because he can't control it. Give him a Chimchar, fire on his butt, throws a fart,
That's it.
and it's gone. House is gone.
You just killed the baby, dog. You just killed a baby within the first 10 minutes of this thing. Like, you're a terrible person. But
if there had to be like a permit or whatever, I would say you're allowed to have a fire type as long as there's like a water type Pokemon in the household or whatever, in case something catches fire.
I would think it'd be more of a like, listen, you sign a waiver saying, hey, you are responsible. You are responsible beyond reason. You know what I mean? For whatever may happen. But at the same time, that brings up a good point. I think the fire department, would be
Squirtle Squad.
just-
Not Blastoise.
No, there'd be like, and I'm seeing it in my head. There'd be like this incredible fire department, like a center complex, right? And the chiefs in charge all have like Polytoads.
That's all you need, actually. Bring
Poly-
out Politoed,
Pel- yeah, Pelipper's, and just all these really good Pokemon that take so much advantage of like, you know what I mean? Like if you were in a competitive battle, like these are your primes, you know? I just saw that. But there's like this global conglomerate, and the main dude in charge of like the central fire department thing has a Rayquaza. And then we split this into the two nations, the Rayquaza nation and the Groudon nation.
Wait, why would he have Rayquaza instead of Kyogre?
No, you get what I mean. Sorry, I'm at Kyogre and Groudon.
Okay.
The nation of Kyogre. That's exactly what they wanted to paint
The world's gonna turn into Avatar with the 4 different
Yep.
nations.
One side's gonna be. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Whose side would you be on?
Kyogre.
Same.
I understand in the games, fire type could maybe beat a water type Pokemon. This is real life. Bring Pokemon into real life. Fire can never be water.
Fire cannot be water. Well, then that brings up another good point. Wouldn't there be some kind of if the world is split like that, Kyogre and Groudon, wouldn't you assume that the Groudon people would work more affluently on finding a solution to the whole Drizzle issue? And they would have Rayquaza. And they would have They would hunt the hardest for Rayquaza to end the Drizzle, so that way they could at least manage.
No. You can use a Golduck with a Cloud9.
But that would exactly like they would, because there'd be such a stigma with Golducks in the Kyogre nation, right? Golducks and Psyducks, for the Cloud9 or any Pokemon with Cloud9, that the Groudon people would be more like, yeah, let's get all these Golducks, these, especially that they could learn, if they could, like your not Ludicolo. What's a good Cloud9?
All I remember is there's Rayquaza, there's Golduck.
Just the airlock Pokemon, but you get what I mean, like, right?
Yeah.
They'd find some way to work that out.
But that would be just for regulating fire types. Owning a fire type.
Yeah. We went completely off tangent. But we're like owning or having a fire type. I think there'd be some kind of you need to have some kind of documentation or legislation in place to ensure the overall safety of people. Yeah.
Somebody's face get burned off. Chansey put a sticker on you.
That Chansey is like also like another thing I thought about, like the Chanseys, Glissies, Comfeys, those Pokemon that heal. They'd be in such high. If they're like, if you think about them, like if their powers worked on people, you're 99 years old. Blissey, if you don't heal pulse me right now.
I got shot.
I mean, like there'd be like this huge. I like the way Pokemon paints it, that the world agrees, having them as this universal basic healthcare thing. But this is America. I don't think there'd be such a demand and freaking
If
like.
Pokemon were real, there'd be crime all over the place.
I mean, yes,
No
but
one's gonna stop.
yes and no. Like, I feel like there would be the same amount of crime. The reason why is because everybody's got that Pokemon or something. You know what I mean? I do believe like if Pokemon were real, there would be a like law enforcement would still be here, and they'd have like some, you know,
They'd have something besides.
they'd have the
Growlithe.
Tyrannotars.
This little Growlithe can't.
Yes, exactly. They'd have the Garchomps, the Metagrosses, the you know what I mean? I feel like they would because at the end of the day, I feel like if you're looking at it from like an arms perspective, you know, like you would have like these the pseudo legendaries would definitely like I feel like if there was any kind of government influence or control here, the government would like, hey, we're mass breeding Metagrosses, bitch. We are mass breeding the Dragonites because you want to know what? We're not taking that chance. Especially when you think of it like from like an army perspective, like the Pokemon that heal and the Pokemon that can do the best in fights, just immediately,
I think we would constantly be in war.
constant. Yeah, that's the Coyote versus the Groudon.
This man's like 98 years old. He's never known a day of peace in his life. Because there's a Gyarados rampaging outside.
There's always a Gyarados rampaging living outside the.
And he's been pissed for the past 25 years. Outside was a Thresh.
When you live outside the Gigantamax dome. Which would exist? Mega Evolutions, Z moves, or Gigantamax? I want to live in a world with Gigantamax. I'm sorry. Forget a Mega Evolution. Forget a dancing montage for a Z move. Gigantamax. And any like, I want to live in the Dynamax and Gigantamax.
Okay, so if the world of Pokemon was safe, I'd be okay with Gigantamax. Because I want a giant Eevee.
Oh,
but we live in America, so I think Mega Evolution's the best way to go.
Mega Evolutions would be the safest way to go because I can't imagine somebody just being so comfortable with dancing.
I would walk around with a Mr. Mime at all times using a barrier and reflect.
Can you imagine that? Just walking down the street. Boom. Like, who keeps putting up these walls? Pokemon with the prankster ability, just walls everywhere. We can't live like this. Which brings me to like another topic I thought about was like the Klefki and the Ditto issue. Is what I like to call it. Like, you just have to live with the fact that one day you're gonna go to pick up your car keys and it's not gonna be your car keys. It's gonna be a Klefki. And then what, dog?
Well, Klefki collects keys, so like he still better be on there.
And that, but then what, dog? Or better yet,
No, wait. It's a steel type. I got my fire type permit. Just get my key back. Problem solved.
what a man.
Look, I'm running late for work. If I'm late again, I'm gonna get fired. Let's see, what else? You're gonna have to get used to murder hornets. I just realized this right now. Beedrills are 1.4 meters.
Giant bugs. You have to live with giant bugs. I would assume if the bugs can get that big, that there'd be. I'm only thinking about like poison, mostly poison types at this point. Like, you just imagine like poison is just like everywhere, readily available. Right? So healthcare needs to be everywhere.
Well, Alolan Muck eats all the garbage, so it could get rid of the poison.
Mm.
That's one good thing. On the bright side.
On the bright side.
There's some good sides to having Pokemon around.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some good side. There's good sides.
There'd be less pollution because no one would be driving cars because they'd either be riding a Pokemon
I mean,
or flying a Pokemon to work.
but here's the thing, though. Would we privatize the aviation industry?
You're thinking, yeah, you talk about too much. I'm just thinking generic stuff. You're like,
I would assume if we've come this far in technology and mankind that, you know, if we're 100% sure that, you know, flying types are the way to go, we're going to use flying types to get around whatever we want, however we want, there'd be somebody who's a flying type salesman.
you can fly so many. There's so many guys.
Like, do you want this family-sized Pidgeot or not? Like, like I'm selling Corviknights that can carry frickin' 18-wheelers. I can get you across.
I saw one episode of the anime where Cynthia was talking to Ash. She says something, steps out the house, throws out Garchomp from Pokemon, and then flies away.
Yeah, like, do you want the Garchomp to fly, or do you need something a little bit more safe? Like, would Pidgeot be the safer bet? Because game statistically, it's not the fastest Pokemon. But description, what? We're going off description or actual stats?
Whatever it says in Pokedex.
Description, right? Yeah. So, like, would you want like a comfortable, safe flying? Like, if I were a flying type salesman, would you want something comfortable, like a Pelipper, or would you want something you want to go fast, like a Tailo, Pidgeot? Freaking, you want something for your family, like an Altaria? You want to look cool with a Garchomp? I'd be that guy.
But Garchomp couldn't fly well.
Garchomp can fly.
In the anime.
But Garchomp can fly. Yes, it can. Dog.
It's a ground dragon type.
It can fly, though.
I tried to teach it. The moment I saw that episode, I opened up my DS.
Okay, so
I tried to teach it fly. It couldn't.
No, it can learn aerial Ace.
But it can't fly.
It can learn aerial Ace. One, read Aerial Ace's description, and then two, if you know Aerial Ace, then you can Z move into the Supersonic Escalada, and you have to be able to fly through that. So there we go. Garchomp can fly.
Screw this. Abra teleport.
I would.
You have no excuse.
The market to have an Abra or a Pokemon that learns to teleport in your household. Like, I am late for work. I got 10 minutes. I have less than 10 minutes. I have 45 seconds to get to work. Abra, let's go. And that's a trippy thing to think about. Like, you have to accept the fact that there's Pokemon out there that can read your mind, dog.
Hypno.
The Hypno stealing your kids. Like, that would be something really messed up to think about. Like, you just wake up one day like, where's Timmy? Drifloon passed by the other day. Gone.
Dang it!
Gone.
Takes away the sign, 0 days without an accident.
That's a move. Or do you think there'd be like some kind, you know what I mean? Like, just the way things are, like, given today's standards, do you think that we would have already come up with a process to stop ghost type Pokemon from stealing? Because now dark types exist. So would you be like,
Let's see.
God, there would be such a market for dark types. Just imagine the dark type salesman. Are you tired of Gasolines and Drifloons stealing your kids? You want to keep a safe home?
Your new Sneasel with
Buy this Murkrow.
Night/Sneasel, only 700 Pokédollars.
It'll stay up all night to defend your family from those annoying ghost types. I just want to sneak in your house. Oh God!
Pokemon has insomnia.
You just have to accept that.
Hypno knows insomnia.
You just have to accept
Pokemon that will
that.
steal your Pokemon.
That's real crazy to think about, man. Like, you just have to accept that. You either have to accept that your children will go missing on a regular basis, or you buy the dark type.
Pokemon's getting kind of expensive.
Given today's standards, Pokemon are expensive. Like, why does anybody have a Pokemon at this point? It's so expensive to have.
I didn't think of this until I actually got a dog. But you would have to train that.
You'd have to train
Just
that,
like
just like an actor, all the way up.
It took forever to learn how to sit. Sit uses flamethrower.
Oh, in Pokemon World Real, what Pokemon do you think you would have?
A palm.
Hey, that's where you'd start.
I want to start with an A palm.
That's where you'd start. Okay, but given, where would you find an A palm? Because I don't think that would be a North American.
Pet store. The same guy. So
No, that's an exotic trade. You have to go to the exotic Pokemon trade market. Duh, what
Wait,
Pokemon would be in the exotic trade market?
There's no monkeys in America.
There's monkeys in North America, but not like that.
I'll go to wherever that.
What if it's like Saudi Arabia? It's the only place to get A-bombs. No, but what I mean is like, what Pokemon do you think would be considered exotic? You know what I mean? Like take for instance,
Exotic in North America.
Yeah, I think Eevee would be like like how the anime portrayed it. Eevee's an exotic Pokemon, you know?
I don't think so.
Really? You don't think an Eevee?
It's like based on like a fox type thing.
You think Eevees would exist in North America? Just common?
Maybe uncommon. No, because I saw like 3 foxes back in college.
So if the Eevee is common, then I don't think the evolution stone is that cheap. But then again, now that Eevee can just evolve by friendship, like, would it? I think it would be. I think it still would be because because you really want that Flareon. You really want that Flareon.
I want this Espeon.
So then you got nothing to worry about. You just watch it during the night, like, don't you?
I'm gonna give it its bedtime food. Eats it. Starts evolving.
No! Stop touching it.
Pressure goes down. It stops going. Put it in a cage the night. In the morning. Okay, now we're friends again.
You'd have to register for a Pokedex. Like, I think that would be a thing. Like, because the Pokedex would be the only way to halt evolutions. Like, I think like your Pokedex would be like how the anime portrays it, like your passport.
Wait, that happened to me.
Yeah, the Pokedex is like your your ID, your passport, your like all of that. Basically, your chip, so that the government knows where you are, man. And that's how they track what political side you're on. Either you're on Kai or
Man, bears to be okay. We got bears.
Yeah, there's bears in North America.
But not okay. Pancham and Pong. They'd be in like China.
I can see that. Based off the Pokemon they're based off of.
Unless you want to base them on what the characteristic they're based off of. They're based on like Japanese hoodlums.
No.
Yeah. That's what they're based on. Like
So when
like Jotaro, how he has that long school coat, whatever. That's why Pogoro has that.
I see where you're headed with that one.
Yamask, Fabregas, Egypt.
That brings up a good point. Like, is that something you live with? Like, if you live
Would that
in
be considered a grave problem?
That's grave robbing. Like, how do you? Here's what it is. Some Pokedex entries, the Pokemon are like dead ancestors, right? So like, how would you like? Do you think you would be okay or weird out, or if like you just kind of discovered that the Yamask is holding your dead grandma's face and you're just like, I have to accept this because I knew this was like a reality.
I gotta watch what I do now because grandma's always watching over me.
Like you were like you just finished pulling up the Pornhub and the mask walks by and you're like you're son of a bitch, oh, it's showing it on our. I'm like,
I
oh,
was on Cornhub.
and then that's why you have to buy the dark type from the dark type salesman to prevent the ghost.
No, was it a cleanse?
To prevent the ghost.
What was the item in the thing? Red and blue cleansing tag. It like holds off.
Oh, you can do that too. Or you have to spray your house with repel.
No, you gotta spray your kid with repels.
That's how you solve the kid kidnapping issue. You spray your kid with a repel.
You ever saw that?
Like you just see the haunter walk up. God damn it.
You ever saw the comic where super effective repels actually made of Pokemon urine?
No.
I'm gonna put that in this video.
Terrible.
But you would need your kid to hold on to one of your strong Pokemon. Or else the repel won't work.
Wait, what?
Repel only works.
Oh, so you can't even use a repel until your kid is like.
You could have them hold on to the family Pokemon.
I mean, but that's what I'm thinking about. If the repel works based off your age, then as a newborn, repel isn't gonna do crap. You have to get the cleanse tag, and then you have to get a dark
Just
tag.
imagine you come out of the hospital with a newborn baby.
The little Driftwood just comes. This is mine now.
And you can't grab it because the ghost, your hand will go right through it.
Can't do anything about it. I think that's probably why a lot of ghost type Pokemon weren't in the Detective Pikachu movie. You see my point. You see my point. Also, one thing I was thinking about when like I thought a lot into it was there'd be like this fighting type advocacy group. Okay, here no, that wasn't where I was going with that. But like my mindset was like fighting types would be used, like how in the show fighting types are shown in like construction, and I think that would be like really awesome to like take it.
Then you'd be taking the gerbs away from.
But shut up, shut up. What?
You said how the world is right now.
They took his job. Okay, now I get the joke.
Richard's been working on the construction for the past 10 years, and a brand new Machamp just evolved so he can lift 7 times the amount he can.
Yeah. No longer needed. All you need is a foreman and like 76 Machamps, and you're fine. Like.
The Machamp pick up like 4 girders, and girders
and
carrying
cockleders, and he just needs like 5 of each of those, and he's got like a full construction crew. Like they even did that in the show. There was a dude. All he had were just like it was him, a Machamp, a cockler, a timber, whatever. Or some of those a Machop. He had all 3: a Machop, a Machoke, and a Machamp. And it was like he was just like a construction dude, and he just did all that stuff. But I think there'd be some kind of advocacy group who those Pokemon or Pokemon 2, they should be used for only construction. But then you find out like that's what the Pokemon want to do. Like that's what they freaking live for. Like Machamp can't just sit on the couch on a regular basis. He's one of those I need to lift things.
So you use those Chads and a pigeon.
Yeah. Constantly see them.
He does the entire shit.
But there'd be some kind of advocacy group like, you don't really know what the Machamps want, and people are like, yeah, we do. They want to lift things, so let them lift things.
Care about getting swollen protein shakes.
Oh, those would be expensive, dog. Like Pokemon, but that goes back to Pokemon healthcare with vitamins, zinc, calcium, all that stuff be readily available to people who want. Well, that would be like your steroids, wouldn't it?
Only if you want them to get stronger.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like this is today. Nobody's Pokemon is voided up. then everybody's kind of on a level. But when you want to start, like I think the police would stop you if you were like in a gym with your Pokemon, training, or out in the park. It's like, why are you training your Pokemon? I just want to be strong. Why? What are you
planning over
what are
there?
you planning over there? What do you got going on? Why do you want it to be the very best? You know?
Shit.
He's on to us. Run, Starmie, run.
Falls over.
Stupid.